Polite Inquiries, MCG. Kushal says, do you think Virat Kohli's presser was cocky? All he did was gave really good answers to bad questions though. Look, I don't really have a problem about the questions or the nonsense around it or the answers or any of that stuff. But I am a little bit intrigued that he would come out that aggressive and that confident after giving his wicket away and basically giving away any chance they had of getting a lead or even close to Australia's total in the end. So I didn't quite understand that, but the rest of it, I just don't care.
He probably was cocky, but what's wrong with that? I don't mind a bit of cocky.
This says, why is Melinda Farrell so overdressed and Jared Kimber so underdressed?
I'm just cold. I'm wearing Sid Monger's cardigan. He gave it to me 2 days ago and he's not getting it back.
Kiwi Kelly says, declaration, speculation.
Nice rhyme.
I think David Warner said they're not going to worry about declaring until they go all out, unless I misheard his press conference.
Well, he said we'll wait until we get all out and then we'll reassess.
I think we can only do the same, really. They're not going to bat for too long in the morning, and they went so slowly. I mean, 3.5 and over doesn't sound slow, but it is slow when you're setting up a declaration. Obviously, Sean Marsh was in the sort of form that Sean Marsh is quite often in, unfortunately, and he couldn't really get anything going in it. No one else could stay in with him.
I mean, it's that thing, isn't it? You want to dangle enough of a carrot there for India, make them want to chase, but...
large enough carrot.
You don't want
too much carrot, and you don't want the carrot to be too close.
Yeah. So
That's
you want
problem.
a medium-sized carrot.
And a large stick. Medon Lupus says, can you please explain to me how sledging and playing within the spirit of cricket are compatible? Well, the spirit of cricket is made up and doesn't really exist and is different in every single country that you travel to. So in that way, it can be compatible with virtually anything you make it compatible with.
I want to see it written down. I want to see all the things written down. I've never seen it written down. Where do you draw the line? It's too nebulous.
It is too nebulous.
Do you like that? It's nebulous, but I know, some people find banter funny, some people don't. I don't know.
Sorab says, should placing a leg slip be called doing a Dhoni henceforth?
Well, that was pretty amazing. He almost got 2 wickets.
He almost got 2 wickets in this game and this year from the leg slip. Look, he's done leg slips and leg gullies for a while. He tried them in England. They're not going to work very often, but he seems to be sort of obsessed with it. And it might be because he doesn't trust his bowlers to actually bowl outside off stump.
Well, yeah, to be fair, he got one. Yadav got one with the leg slip, almost another one. And Dhoni caught one, like strangled down the leg side. So it was interesting that we were saying at the time, or I was thinking at the time, it was one of the first times that you really thought, oh, there's a plan, and the bowlers have bowled to it.
It could be a new thing. It could be the back channel of uncertainty. Chandra says, has Joe Burns been overrated and spoken too highly about? A bit too early. Well, to be fair, he hasn't really been rated at all, let alone overrated, and he was only spoken about because he literally got picked.
Well, yeah, I mean, he comes into this with some great Sheffield Shield form. He's made loads of domestic runs, but hey, it's Test cricket. It's not easy to make this step up. If it was, then it wouldn't be. And, we see this all the time, and what the Australians have fallen into the trap of in recent years. Give someone a go, drop them, give someone a go, drop them.
No, give someone a go, hype them, drop them.
Hype them, drop them. So I'd like to see him get at least
hyped.
Decent run.
Look, Rahul and Joe Burns, they're both making their debuts. We have no idea if they're going to be any good. They both have decent records coming in. They both deserve more than this one test.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sorab says, should Rogers worry that he isn't converting 50s into 100s or look at Watson and cheer up? Yeah, he should worry, but he's making so many 50s. It's hard to drop him down with a lot of 50s.
Well, and as we keep saying...
Even at his age.
Even at his age. I just think, no, he shouldn't worry about his place in the side, because I think that'd be crazy not to take him to the Ashes anyway. He and Warner have been so good as an opening partnership, great foil for him.
But
and yet again, he's stayed in there when Warner's got out earlier.
And old men often worry more than younger men.
Do they? Is worry? Oh, age thing.
Yeah.
Do you worry a lot?
Yeah. Anurag says, which pacer in the Indian team do you think among the current stock can go on to become world class?
If they're in a test team, does that automatically make them world class?
Makes them Indian class. Look, I do really like Yadav as a bowler, but he's 27 and he's been injured a lot, and he was terrible at the start of today.
You see patches of them bowling really well, and you see potential. Again, and we've spoken about this a few times. Potential, that horrible word. But you see, again, I almost thought this afternoon over a whole session it was the most consistent, but then they kind of lost it in patches again. And Ashwin, I just want to see someone give him some real support from the other end and help him create that pressure, because yet again, apart from a couple of overs, he was really tight and he didn't bowl a lot of bad balls.
There's a lot of questions about India not bowling very well, not feeling very well, not keeping the pressure on very well. Australia's 7 for 267 and had to struggle through.
All those people saying India couldn't get 20 wickets
They
too.
still haven't.
I know. They're close.
Cricket 365. Which 9 on debut was better, Burns or Quiney? Burns.
Quiney's was more polished though.
More
Polished.
Is polished, is that the word? Sure. Whatever she said. Anand says, India's vicious circle, bad bowling, no wickets, lots of runs, defensive fields, no wickets, lots of runs, more bad bowling. Didn't really happen today, but I read that out because I like the flow of your rhyme. Miran says, your prediction on Johnson's bowling on the 5th day after those farewells by Indians today. Another Johnson storm expected. I didn't seem like that much happened. But maybe it did and we just couldn't hear it because obviously, you know, we don't always hear everything.
When he got out, there was definitely a lot of chatter that followed him off there, but I don't know. I mean, Mitchell Johnson just hasn't quite, he's not the Mitchell Johnson he was of a year ago. He's not the Mitchell Johnson, the old Mitchell Johnson, but he's kind of like a new...
He's an old Mitchell Johnson, but not the old Mitchell Johnson, and he's not the new Mitchell Johnson that we got used to.
So, I don't know.
We don't know what will happen is what we're saying.
It could be a new Mitchell Johnson that comes back tomorrow.
It is very risky though to go back to the well to start talking to him again, I would think.
Yeah.
Sudesh says, what brand of hairspray do you recommend?
Well, clearly whatever one I'm using isn't working, so
Dan Levy says, which is the superior film, Superman the movie or Superman 2?
Superman 2, isn't that the one with General Zod?
That was quite impressive. We'll see you tomorrow.